day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was fourth best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
Garoppolo's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. His throw incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 2nd down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. And incomplete on the deep ball. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And here comes Berrios. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The USC product, Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets take over on offense.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets. And as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Right there, 54, right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught, it's Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Darnold finding Perriman there for a New York 1st down.
Completion there to Rashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Second and 11 now. The give is to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This is Bell on the dump off. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the 1st. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the 49er offense going to work again. And this organization back amongst the elites in the NFL following a 13-3 regular season last year and a good run through the playoffs. Of course, it ultimately ended with the loss in Super Bowl 54. But is this a group that caught lightning in a bottle, you think, or are they in it for the long haul, CD?
I see the long haul, and I thought that they were building towards that because you remember 2 years ago they had a disappointing season, but we all thought they would be better, but they were struck by the injury bug. Well, last year, they were able to play through most of that, and they played awfully well. And look, Joe Staley, their stalwart left tackle, retires. They replace him with Trent Williams, who's at least as good, if not better. So I think this is a team that knows how to retool, knows how to handle things. Now we just got to answer a few questions. Is Raheem Mostert a true lead back in the backfield? Can Jimmy Garoppolo bounce back from the Super Bowl? And on the defensive side of the ball, well, I think they'll continue to get better on that side as well because Nick Bosa hasn't come close to reaching his peak.
And Charles, though, the injury's a little concerning. You got Deebo Samuel with a foot injury, and then Brandon Aiyuk, he's got the hamstring issue.
Yeah, and he's the first-round pick out of Arizona State who was supposed to pick up the slack for Deebo Samuel while he was out. They're hoping both of them can make it back for opening day.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Garoppolo. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second and 20. Draw play. Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
The ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18.
The Jets offense set to take over. And CD, this is a team that finished 7-9 last year, their 4th straight losing season. First time the franchise has done that since the 1962-65 campaigns. But, you know, optimism reigns this time of year. And remember that it's a club that last season finished 6-2 in the second half. So what makes you think that they might be able to carry that over?
Well, I would start with the offense. Young quarterback Sam Darnold leaving them. Look, they were 32nd last in the NFL for the entire season. Nowhere to go but up. But how about them fortifying that offensive line? And you get a season out of Le'Veon Bell, which he expects to be a bounce-back year.
Now, remember, defensively, they did lose their all-pro safety, Jamal Adams. He got shipped to Seattle in late July for a couple of future first-round picks.
No, there's no doubt that does not help them this year, losing a player of his stature. With those 2 first-round picks in the future, that should only help this team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mike's 56. Let's go, defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2, here's first and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Garoppolo sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's second down and goal.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. A first down throw, Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it's going to be second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. And none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the Jets punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Garoppolo on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold from the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A give to Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 23, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So on fourth down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the left hash, this from 37. Ficken's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
The score, Jets 3, 49ers 0.
Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They will run again with Coleman, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
An 18-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
38-yard.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Look with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. Kittle catching the slant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 12. Once again, it's Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They hand it off to Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That good for 19 and a 1st down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's get it.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Here's Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Tackle made.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Makes the score Niners 6. Jets.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.